Give me give me a second, guys. I gotta get this open. I love when I don't have things exactly right. How is everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. So, I did something really cool. I created I like to draw monsters in my spare time. And I created, with the help of the AI, I created an image based on my monster that I drew, and it, based on the description that we created, I gave it to another AI, and it created those monstrosities. And they stand... They are 4 to 5 feet tall, and adults measure between 6 to 7 feet. So they're fairly good size. Hello, everybody. Thanks for the likes. I don't know who all is here because I can't see you. Hi, Brittany Moore. Hi, Alyssa Eldridge. My life is good, Carter Wilson. How is yours? Guys, give me a second. Hello, Eli. That's good to hear. Guys, if I don't say hi, you really don't need to keep posting because I do see it. Zaya, I'm not doing 10,000 things. That is for me. That is totally for me. Hello, Marie. We're going to go ahead and get started. Doesn't look like I have my moderator. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. What happened? What happened, Marie? The second plane crash. I only know of one. The helicopter. Oh no, I did not hear about that. I will check it out later. Oh, that's why. I was busy. Guys, I'm going to tell you now. No, you're fine. I'm going to tell you now, I don't have a moderator. And so I'm warning you now that if this message that's being held for review is bad, I'm not going to put up with it. No, you can't touch my forehead. Oh. So, I created, or the AI that I was using, took one of my monsters and turned it into that. Based on the description on this paper, I'm in love. I'm seriously in love, and I think I may start doing those as lives or as videos. I don't know. It basically created a field guide for me, or a field guide entry. Really cool. Okay. So today we are talking, it's okay, Carol. We're going to be talking, I do have a great life. We're going to be talking about the Chinese paddlefish and the Tecopa pupfish. I may have to switch glasses at some point because stuff, but the Chinese paddlefish is an extinct species, means it no longer exists. These fish would have reached 7 meters or 22 feet in length, so not a small fish. We are talking about one of the larger freshwater fish, not necessarily the biggest, but one of the biggest. These fish were taken to extinction by overfishing, dam construction, and water pollution. In the 20th century, overfishing was rapidly depleting the stock of these Chinese paddlefish. A little bit different than the paddlefish that we have in the United States. We might talk about these guys later. By later, I mean not right now, not during this live. In the 1970s, an average of... Did I switch that? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Okay. An average of 25 tons of paddlefish were harvested every year. 25 tons of paddlefish were harvested each year. Not another one. No, you can't touch my hair either. You're not touching anything, any part of me. Carol, we don't need to do anything yet. But if it starts up again, just 24 hours. Unfortunately, in areas 24 hours, no report needed, just 24 hours. No need to hide her. I just want her gone. I'm not putting up with it. Not in the mood. Unfortunately, like I was saying, these guys, people in China who were poor, they needed a food source. And the paddlefish, unfortunately, gave them a food source. Then, in or around 1981, in or around 1981, they built 2 dams. Now, these dams totally disrupted migration of these fish. And I'm not putting up with it. So, it's been too good of a week. The 2 dams that were built disrupted the migration of these fish, and the problem with those dams is that they not only kept the Chinese paddlefish from migrating, but they also kept other fish from migrating, as well as possibly the Yangtze River dolphin, which is endangered. The sad part is, from being cut off from migrating, is the reason for their migration. See, as a part of their migration, they were spawning in a certain area. And that means that they can't get to the location of spawn, there wouldn't be another generation produced. So on top of that, the dam didn't have a fish ladder installed. Fish ladders allowed the fish to move past the dam. They also did not have a bypass, which is on the side. They would have an area set aside for animals to get through. They also did not have that. And so none of the animals were able to get past the dams. Water pollution also contributed to the extinction of these fish. It may have also, who knows, depending upon the chemical, could build up in the tissues, in the fish, and if eaten by people, those pollutants could then build up in the human body. It entered protection by the Chinese government in 1989, and at that point, it was listed as endangered. However, by the 1990s, it would see itself downgraded to critically endangered in the 1990s. Scientists had tagged, to tell you how bad the situation was, scientists had tagged an adult female with a tracking tag, and within just a few hours, she was gone. They could no longer find her tracker. By 2003, we had our last confirmed sighting of a specimen of this fish. It was unofficially considered extinct in 2005, but because scientists like to make absolutely as much as they can, they want to ensure that the animal is not extinct before they mark it as extinct. So they did surveys. Eventually, in 2022, the fish was listed as officially extinct. The last specimen of this fish died sometime in 2005 and 2010. A little bit of irony on this fish is that the Chinese paddlefish managed to survive an extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs, but unfortunately, they could not survive mankind. Any questions at this point? And I'll give you a few minutes to think of any. Oh, I forgot my intro. I'm Nature Guy X46, and this is Nature Guy X46 Presents, and today we're looking at two organisms. Now, I have no idea what happens when an animal goes extinct, but there are times when I think Mother Nature builds, or not builds, but has a big walking stick, and every time an animal goes extinct that is caused by man, she makes a notch. And when that stick can no longer hold any more notches, perhaps she calls it quits on the human race. Remember, we are not the rulers over the earth. We don't own the land. We are simply caretakers on the earth. And honestly, you tell me how we're doing. And now, let's look at the Tecopa pupfish. Our glance at this pupfish begins in the Mojave Desert, in a place called the Tecopa Hot Springs. Now, these hot springs are in the state of California, in the United States. The fish was placed on the endangered species list in the 1970s. So, the tale of this fish extinction is slightly crazy. It had its habitat degraded or changed. Happens a lot. This fish lived in the outflows of two hot springs in California. The outflows mean that these fish don't live within the hot springs. They live in the water away from the hot springs. Now, in 1965, somebody built a bathhouse. This led to issues. Another thing that happened is somebody introduced fish into the outflow area. Those species included mosquito fish and bluegill. If you're not from the United States, bluegill is a type of fish that is native to at least the eastern half and midwestern part of the United States. Now, these fish caused a disruption to the ecosystem and led to competition for food and habitat. And another thing that happened that didn't help the animal is the alterations that were made to create the bathhouse allowed for another species of pupfish to enter the outflow area. With two species of pupfish now existing in the same environment, time was not on their side. Remember, any animal that is within the same genus can breed. And so, possibly, they were breeding and created a new hybrid. And if that hybrid was reproducing as well, you created a new species. And that could cause, over time, the Tecopa pupfish and the other pupfish were then competing not only with each other, they were then competing with another fish species besides the mosquito fish and the bluegill. So scientists did a survey, and they could not find any of the original Tecopa pupfish. However, in 1970, they managed to catch a few. Sadly, the process of delisting the fish from endangered to extinct had already started, but it can take a minute. The United States Fish and Wildlife scientists did 2 more surveys, one in 1972 and one in 1977, and both times they could find 0 pupfish. Eventually, the pupfish was put to rest in 1981. Any questions, comments? I think you need to understand that these animals, the pupfish, live in hot springs all around general areas. And a spring can shut down. If an earthquake happens, the water coming up from the earth can get plugged. So, yeah, animals don't have an easy life, especially those that are endangered. We need to do better, and we can do better, I think. I hope. Sorry for eating on camera. I don't usually do that. All of our lives will have a 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. schedule. Our next live will be tomorrow. I forgot to do something. Dang it. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I forgot what I was doing. Excuse me. So that is tomorrow's live. Whoa! I did it again. It is not 7 p.m. Tomorrow's live is 6 p.m. Not 7. Ay. Tuesday's live is going to be trivia, and it's going to be extinct animals. Friday's live is going to be slow lures in the morning, and I in the afternoon. I know. Saturday's live is going to be exploring nature, and it's going to be mistletoe cactus at 1 p.m. and exploring nature saguaro cactus at 7 p.m. No, 6 p.m. And then, believe it or not, we will be discussing commercial whaling then and now. Could get a little heated. But that is what's coming up. Yes. Can't always be happy and cheerful. But did I show you this? Did I? You can tell I'm excited about this. It is a field guide for one of my monsters that I drew up. By the way, my drawing does not look anything like the monsters that they create, that the AI created. That is just really scary. And it lacks the antenna. Yes. That one has antenna. And I don't know, maybe those are antenna? I don't know. but they look really, really cool. There's supposed to be a bioluminescence thing on the wings. I guess they missed that part. Yeah, I'm going to do it both days. They are between 6 to 7 feet long and 4 to 5 feet tall at the shoulder. And they're actually really cool. I don't know if I want to do a live where I introduce the animals or the monsters in a live session, or if I want to do it in a video. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't want to add more lives to it, but I'm just excited. Oh, we could do that. Ow, guys, sometimes this chair is really uncomfortable. But I have like a ton of them. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. And hopefully be able to do it the same way that I did this one. But it is so cool. It covers everything from what it looks like to behavior and ecology to life cycle and development, evolutionary history, a visitor's guide, things to do and things not to do. Ignore what? I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I said that this chair is really uncomfortable sometimes. I don't know what I was saying. But I'm happy. You guys can't see me. I'm excited for it because maybe it'll be a book. I don't know if you can do that with AI, though. It'd be really weird. Their name, if I didn't give it to you, is oh, excuse me. These guys are an apex predator, meaning they're one of the top predators in their area. So that is the lives coming up. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. These guys are capable of eating hogs, deer, ground nesting birds, tortoises, large lizards, young crocodilians, giant rodents, and it would be eating a whole host of other stuff as well. I mean, they're not designed to be animals, they're designed to be monsters, so yeah. If it were real, I suppose. If you want to check it out, Carol, and read all about it, I just need to add you to the Google Doc. Oh my goodness. I haven't figured out how to do it otherwise. Any questions, comments, concerns? It says I only have one person live. Well, if the planet that they live on is anything like our planet, they'd already be killed off for the most part. They The only good news is they're not venomous. I mean, they're just so adorable in a really bizarre way. I love them. I think it's not cute, but I feel like it's my creation. I realize AI helped, but um I find them about as adorable as I do my tarantulas. After all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Did we lose everybody? I missed a whole mess of people on my list. I need to update my list. Which means I need to go here so I can watch Carter Wilson. By the way, Carol, thank you for earlier. I do have a little bit of a heart. I do have a little bit of a heart. So today we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Didn't 7-inch came in. I didn't get him either. So that's 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 people today actually entered live so I could see them. Yeah, he came in and said hi. I think it was after you left. I think. You have her email. You could just email her. I don't know if I saved it or not. Last thing I heard from her is that she was going through something and having a hard time. I know. one of the members from church, or one of the members that moved away from church, still are in the area, but just not in our ward. Saw mom and dad tonight, or saw mom tonight, rather. Which is awesome. Well, no, they're up there. That's where they saw him. He saw mom at the temple. He was letting me know. I hope everybody that is here watching is had a great day, or is will have a great day. I still have stuff I need to get done. Going to try to limit this to just an hour. Oh, excuse me. Why did it do that? Anyway, remember we are doing a Q&A tomorrow. You can post your questions in the community page on the channel. We need more questions, so be ready for that tomorrow at 1 and 6 p.m. If I don't have a lot of questions, then you're going to get tormented somehow. I don't know. You're going to have to listen to me talk. And don't you guys get enough of that as it is? Wait a minute, that's wrong. Sorry, I was just looking at something. I am trying to see if I can come up with do. Why are you sorry? Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm trying to come up with, just in case nobody leaves any more questions, I wanted something to, I'm digging up answers and questions. Bye, guys. Remember, never give up on yourselves and always keep learning. Love one another, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.